He's an animal, total animal. And hopefully they'll have him and they'll get him.
A person of interest caught on camera. We are following the very latest developments in the search for whoever killed conservative influencer Charlie Kirk.
Plus, the so-called kissing bug spotted in Arkansas. Experts say it's small, but it can lead to major health problems, including heart damage. The symptoms doctors say you need to watch out for.
Whatever the kid is going through, whether it's good, bad, or in between, we always go check on them. We see about them. We check on their grades. We make sure that they're staying on track.
Little Rock police aren't just fighting crime. See the unique ways they are building trust with kids and parents. We've got this great story coming up at 6:13.
Live from Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 6.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on THV 11 and streaming on your TV with THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Happy Friday, everybody. Meteorologist Tracy Bean here with us, trying to get you going for your Friday and, of course, heading into the weekend. And Tracy, I think I'm going swimming this weekend.
You
I
should.
really do. I think I'm going to the pool.
Absolutely should. The pool,
Why
the
not?
lake, yeah, maybe a little hike, take some water with you. It's going to be nice. We're starting this Friday morning off with those temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s across the state. So happy Friday to everyone. We're going to see things heat up quickly, and by lunch and recess, we're going to see around 90. And then we're going to start to see those temperatures go to more of the mid 90s. That heat index, again, with the lower humidity, won't feel too bad, but certainly make sure you're staying aware out there right now. Taking a look here in Sherwood, things are moving along nicely if you're coming in from the Cabot, Jacksonville, Beebe, Sherwood area, moving along nicely. We are going to see sunrise around 6:50 and sunset 7:17 tonight, and again 69 calm winds. We're not going to have a lot of wind today at all, and that 3-day forecast, it looks very similar every day. Copy paste, second verse same as the first, however you want to say it. We are going to see those mid 90s again, at least through portions of next week, with rain being very scarce. So we'll talk more about your day hour by hour, and also let you know about a little high school football time as well.
Thank you, Tracy. Still developing this morning, the around-the-clock manhunt continues in the search for the suspect accused of shooting to death conservative political activist Charlie Kirk while Kirk was speaking Wednesday at Utah Valley University.
Investigators are honing in on one particular person of interest, releasing a new surveillance video and these enhanced photos overnight. At a news conference, Utah's governor says authorities are working through an enormous amount of tips.
So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing.
The FBI now offering up to a $100,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest.
So far, the motive for the shooting is not clear. Investigators are still intensely focused on this Utah neighborhood next to the university campus. Jared Hill shows us the latest evidence the FBI has to work with.
He's going to come out on the right.
Overnight, the FBI released new surveillance video in hopes of finding the person who killed conservative influencer Charlie Kirk. In this clip, a person seen running across the roof of a building just after the fatal shot, then jumping down.
He left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes.
After leaving Utah Valley University, they say the person crosses the street into some nearby woods. There, investigators say they found a high-powered bolt-action rifle. The FBI also released new, enhanced photos of the suspect, a figure wearing a black t-shirt with an American flag and an eagle on it, dark jeans, a baseball cap, sunglasses, and a backpack.
We are truly hopeful that this video and new photos will lead to even more tips.
This home security video, obtained by TMZ, appears to show the shooter walking through a nearby neighborhood about a half hour before the shooting. After Kirk's murder, which happened during one of the college campus debates that became a hallmark of his career, President Trump announced he will posthumously award Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Charlie's voice and the courage he put into the hearts of countless people, especially young people, will live on.
Yesterday, Vice President J.D. Vance, a close friend of Kirk's, traveled to Utah with the Second Lady and Kirk's widow to escort his body home to Arizona on board Air Force Two. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The killing of Charlie Kirk has many elected leaders concerned for their safety. We're learning the White House and Congress are bumping up security. That security includes President Trump's box at the Yankees-Tigers game last night. Another source says organizers chose to move a 9/11 ceremony out of caution for the president's safety. Kirk's killing is the latest instance of political violence in America. You recall 2 attempts were made last year to kill President Trump. There's the arson of a home of Pennsylvania's Democratic governor in April, and the murder of a Democratic state lawmaker and her spouse in Minnesota in June. A number of lawmakers from across the political spectrum are calling for the rhetoric to tone down.
We must learn to disagree without becoming violently disagreeable.
We don't think of our friends and neighbors and fellow countrymen and even political opponents as enemies.
House Speaker Mike Johnson says he's considering requests to provide more security for members of Congress.
Meanwhile, a number of historically black colleges went on high alert Thursday after at least 8 false threats called into their campuses. They forced lockdowns similar to the rash of hoax calls late last month and follows a similar pattern seen at HBCUs in 2022. At least 57 schools received threats in that wave. We reached out to some of those here in Central Arkansas. Philander Smith and Little Rock declined to comment, and UAPB tells us they have not received any threats.
In a crime alert this morning, the Saline County Sheriff's Office says a man is now behind bars in a double homicide case that began with a house fire back in July. Deputies say Michael Wesser is accused of killing Denise Rhodes and Robin DeSort, who were reported missing after that fire near Bauxite. Then their remains were found earlier this month on property near Wesser's home. He's charged with capital murder, arson, and abuse of a corpse. The sheriff wanted to thank multiple agencies and the public for helping investigators solve this case.
We have been following news about the so-called kissing bug that's been spotted here in Arkansas and how one bite could be very dangerous.
As we've reported, the bugs originate from the tropics. They're drawn to heat. They're most active at night and grow to the size of about a penny.
But for a creature so small, it can cause pretty big problems because of the virus it can carry.
About 1 in 3 will have long-term symptoms. In other words, heart damage, enlarged heart, enlarged esophagus.
Dr. Vic Ford says while the general public shouldn't panic, those most at risk include people without adequate housing and campers who sleep outside. He also says there are 3 species of kissing bug that experts think are here in Arkansas. There are 10 total worldwide.
And now let's check in with meteorologist Tracy Bean. She has the forecast to help you plan your Friday.
Well, we're starting out warm again with those temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s. Plenty of sunshine today. And looking for that high right around 94. That means that heat index could be around 97. But again, humidity is low, so it shouldn't feel too sticky, but it will certainly be a little hot out there. Now, a little high school football action. We are looking at the Robinson Centers and the Lakeside Rams looking good for kickoff at 7 p.m. We'll be down into the 80s by then with mainly clear skies and looking for those temperatures to possibly drop into the 70s by the time it ends. So again, it's going to be a great night for football here in Central Arkansas. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.